In this video, we're going to clear out some of the mulch from this property. As you can see, I got it cleared and extended around the property edges. So that's what we're going to do in this video. So back here out of my lot, I got one of my neighbors there to trim some of the trees. Went back a couple feet, well, about 15 feet on this side. Same on there, about 10 up there for like more of a buffer. The first initial cut wasn't quite at the area I had marked, so now with all this, it's actually at the amount that I had on my permit, so, you know, that's good, right? I'm just gonna take that little mini there. I'm gonna run it up on here and try to get some of this mulch crap off. Probably fill in this ditch here. I'm thinking either that sea can is going to be moved there, or I'm going to put it over here. I haven't really decided that yet. I think more I'm just going to focus on, probably leave that for now. It's hard to see, but that side's been trimmed too. I think I'm going to focus on this side first and try to scrape some of that off and maybe some of this topsoil. And I'd like to dig this down like from here over. Used to be at that height as well, and I dug that out last year with that, so hopefully I could do it this year as well. Probably just move it over so much. And then there was I'll insert a picture. There was two big trees there. They're pushed into the woods there and there, so we can chop them up later. So obviously you could see fall colors, so probably nothing this year, you know, a few delays in the year, so it's all I could do. But at least I can get that kind of prepped, that prepped, and that. And we'll do the old next year thing, right? Always next year, but sometimes shit happens. So we'll go through the little startup sequence of this, and we'll get going. So like I was saying, switch cameras. I got probably go down there and start down here first. I'll jump up here and show you. There's those big trees I was talking about. Just tipped over and pushed back. Another one over there. So I got all this space up here. I'm gonna try to take all this shit, this mulch, maybe put it over there for now. It's getting kind of near the end of the year, and when it rains it gets real boggy and stuff, so we'll see how this goes, but gotta get the old excavator fired up. And there's a few things I usually check, which is usually, you know, the normal stuff. So we'll usually check the oil, usually check my coolant, hydraulic oil. Fuel's good, I know, because I used it the other day. And the only downside is this hub. So I gotta rotate this little checker up to about here. So when I fixed this machine, both hubs were leaking. This was probably my favorite project to work on, was this excavator. Even though it didn't get the views on my channel, you know, it didn't get very good views, but I like using this. This is probably one of the things I like using the most, and I enjoyed working on it the most. But you know, price and all that stuff. I got a new one on this side. This is a brand new hub from Final Drives, and that one's new, but this one I thought I could get away with. So I still have the old one from the other side as a spare, but you know, this is not like a NASCAR changeout. You gotta take the track off, you gotta take that cover off in there, and then you gotta unbolt the hub, and you gotta you gotta take the grease out of the tension out of the track, and then take this off and switch it. You know, you could do it, but I decided, since this one, I kept filling it up with grease. Filled this with oil. So I was using gear oil. I was using this stuff. So it's 80-90. It kept leaking out. So now I'm using hub oil. I put this stuff in it. And it seems to be good for a while. Like I used this the other day. I haven't really seen anything drip out on the ground. You know, It's usually pretty obvious if it drips out. I did have this apart. So I'm going to keep running oil until I get, annoyed with it, and then it just always comes out. Then I'm going to pack with grease, and then I'm going to run this till it breaks, and then I'm going to run the other one, and then I'm going to deal with it. But I just didn't want to spend another, I think it was like $3,600 Canadian, probably more with shipping to get it shipped. So I'm just going to keep filling it up with hub oil until the time comes to deal with it. But that day is not today. So yeah, that's the worst part of that. But I do like this machine more than the little Chinese ones, because I feel like, I don't know if you can see it. No, you can't really. But like, the stick's a lot taller on this machine than it is on the Chinese ones. The Chinese ones are just like little tiny ones, right? So, I got a decent sized bucket on it, right? See, there's my foot. New teeth. I really like this project. It was a Mustang. That's originally what it was. Had it here on the arm, Mustang, but it was made by Newson down in Austria, and then it lived apparently most of its life in Florida, and now I have it. She's dark, but she's all there. I changed this not long ago. This gets black really quick. Must be a diesel thing, especially in this. My Coyote was a lot better. This one gets black real quick. Well, change it again another time, I guess. She's a pretty basic machine. Little 3-cylinder Yanmar. Fortunately, I gotta start it to rotate that. She might blow a little puff of black smoke, but diesel, right? That's what I'm going with. Give her a little glow plug and we'll start. Not much left, and it's kind of chilly out, so I'm gonna have to open another one. It's thick. It's big. Got a fresh one. Stops leaks. Just thick stuff. Seems to stay in there, but every time I use it, it'll fill this up, so it's going somewhere. You'll know when it's full because it'll come out. It's starting to come out, so that's full. For today, anyway. And this is pretty much what I've been doing ever since last year. Every time I use it, every day. Put this in it. It does get annoying, but this is cheaper than $3,600. I can buy a lot of these. Hub oil. windows are still holding up pretty good. Some of them got some cracks only because it vibrates so much. Set you guys up around here somewhere. Start picking away at this area here, try to get all this crap off and see what we're working with. I think first task is fill this ditch in. Knee deep? Got a little bit of dirt right there. Just gonna take some of that and put it in for now. Still pretty soft, but it'll do. Try to scrape some of that shit off down there. So far that's all the mulch off. now we can work on some topsoil. Maybe push some of that the other way and then chuck it in front of the sea can. Just kind of foul it up down there for now. Still a little bit of crack, but probably a good 3-4 feet tall. It's easier just to take advantage of this thing being here and use this. So, keep picking at it here. I like to try to flatten some of this off and kind of see the slope of it. I'll get this stump later. We'll move on. Tell it's not that far down. We actually have decent like sand down there, so I don't think there's going to be much topsoil to take off, which is good news. Tree stumps on this side that I'm gonna have to scoop out. So this will be one of the first ones, and then of course those two big trees previously that I showed you guys, I'm gonna take them out too, and yeah. going to be getting rid of that pile of mulch and debris that I pushed down with the mini excavator. Um, on the other side of the tractor to the right where I'm parked, there's kind of a drop off, so I'm just going to take all that crap there and I'm going to put it down into that hole. And we're going to progress further with removing more of the stumps and the mulch.